Hey guys, it's a great opportunity to learn the leg anatomy in 3D. You have fibula here, and this is the tibia. I have sectioned it. I have done the cross section here in the lower leg. So between these two bones, you have got a membrane, that is interosseous membrane. This interosseous membrane, it divides the leg into two compartments, the anterior compartment and the posterior compartment. The posterior compartment is again divided into two by this transverse intramuscular septum into the deep and the superficial compartments. And then there is lateral compartment. Lateral to the fibula, you have lateral compartment that is formed by anterior intermuscular septum and posterior intermuscular septum. So here in this diagram, you can not only see the cut ends, but you can also see a longitudinal view also. So it's a very good opportunity. Now I'll add muscles to this model. Okay, one by one I'll start adding the muscles, so you might like it. So here you see the first muscle which I add is tibialis posterior muscle. This tibialis posterior muscle, as you can see, it lies posterior. It lies posterior to the interosseous membrane. Remember that. Now going next. Now the model have got addition of one muscle here, that is fibularis brevis. So next layer of muscle would be fibularis longus. It lies over the fibularis brevis. So on the lateral surface of fibula you have got fibularis brevis and then fibularis longus muscle. Okay, now next, now you have got something on the medial surface of the fibula, right? This muscle, it is attached on the medial surface of the fibula. It is anterior to the interosseous membrane, sorry, and this muscle's name is extensor hallucis longus muscle. Okay, extensor hallucis longus muscle. And coming to the posterior compartment, in the deep portion of posterior compartment, that is deep to this membrane, that is a transverse membrane, intramuscular septum. Deep to this you have got this new muscle, that is flexor hallucis longus. Now remember, posterior to this interosseous membrane you have got tibialis posterior, and then you have got flexor hallucis longus, FHL muscle. Okay, and this one is nothing but extensor digitorum longus muscle. Now coming to the superficial compartment of the leg, here just behind the the transverse intermuscular septum, the green thing which I showed you, this one, you have got this muscle now, and this is nothing but soleus muscle. Okay, this is soleus muscle, and the next muscle that comes here is this one, that is a portion of two gastrocnemius muscles. So two gastrocnemius muscles, they meet together and forms this calcaneus tendon. So these are all the muscles. These are only muscles of the lower leg. Now you have fibula here, the tibia. Okay, lateral to fibula you have fibularis brevis and fibularis longus muscles. Okay, and then medial to fibula you have extensor digitorum superficialis here and extensor hallucis longus. I'm sorry, I didn't mention this, I guess. So extensor hallucis longus. Now remember, extensor hallucis longus is lying what? Medial to the anterior intermuscular septum. Okay, I told you the lateral compartment is formed by two septums, that is the posterior intermuscular septum, the one in green, and the anterior intermuscular septum. So the lateral compartment will consist of these two muscles, and in anterior compartment you will have this extensor digitorum longus. Then on the medial surface you will have extensor hallucis longus, and then here in the anterior compartment you will have tibialis anterior muscle attached on the, lying beside the tibia. And in the posterior compartment you will have the tibialis posterior muscle first, and then here FHL, the flexor digitorum longus, and in the superficial compartment two muscles, soleus and calcaneus tendon, that is formed by gastrocnemius muscle. Now let us start adding the uh, blood vessels. So now you see two blood vessels, one in anterior compartment. So this is, remember, this is the division between anterior and posterior compartment, the interosseous membrane. Okay, so you see a blood vessel over here, that is nothing but anterior tibial artery, and a blood vessel here in the posterior compartment, that is posterior tibial artery. Let us go ahead. Now the division, the posterior tibial artery itself divides into this one. This is the fibular or peroneal artery. So note the location of peroneal artery. Peroneal artery is lying somewhere sandwiched between the tibialis posterior and flexor hallucis longus muscle. Okay. Like that you can see now. So you have the tibialis posterior and the flexor hallucis longus, and that is where lies your fibular artery. And this fibular artery gives the perforators that comes just behind the fibula, and then below this lateral intermuscular septum, and then it gives perforators to the skin. So you take for free fibula osteocutaneous flaps, you take skin along with the perforator which goes below the fibula, and then you take this vessel for anastomosis. Okay, sometimes you also take part of FHL, the flexor hallucis longus muscle. Okay, now I'll add veins. So the veins will lie corresponding to the arteries. So you can see that here in the posterior compartment you have these two veins accompanying this artery, the fibular artery, then anterior tibial artery and vein you see here. Okay, and here you see the posterior tibial artery and vein. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this. Then you have posteriorly you will have the small saphenous vein. This one is great saphenous vein that will lie like medial to the tibia. Okay, and now I'll start showing the nerves here. So let us see what nerves are present there. So this one is superficial fibular nerve, and then you have this one is deep fibular nerve. Okay, so deep fibular nerve lies near the anterior tibial artery and vein there, and then this superficial fibular nerve that you will encounter while you are going to strip off the extensor hallucis longus muscle, extensor digitorum longus muscle. Okay, so these two are the important ones. Then you have, what are these ones, the tibial nerves and saphenous nerve. So all these are like too much here, coming in too much in forward. I must remove this. So yeah guys, so that's it for the 3D model.